I know all of them.
Well, as much as that I could see. Did you want to say something? All right, everyone, welcome back to Tribal Council. We'll now bring in the members of our jury. We have Shauna, Carl, Tony, Melissa, and Ethan vote out the last Tribal Council. So I will also mention just up front, this is the final round for Sean the Dart. So just keep that in mind as you go up to vote. Sandra, earlier today you guys had your Survivor auction. Tell me how that went.
Not well for me. It was fun. I feel like, well, Trinica just like killed it with all of her tokens. She pretty much ate more in that sitting than I think we did at the merge feast. But yeah, I feel like, I mean, I went into it having 4 and Trinity had like 20, and then nobody really had a lot of tokens. So I was trying to hold off, and unfortunately I only got a dinner roll and a bag of rice.
It's still right there, actually.
I know, I guess I didn't eat it all. Still a tribal, right? I can still have that. But yeah, and then thankfully Maddie did have some tokens from the battle back, so he had held out and got the advantage for that challenge that we just did.
Speaking of Maddie, congratulations on winning immunity. So I assume that advantage did come in clutch in that challenge.
Yeah, it was critical for that challenge. I think just even psychologically to know that I had that second life, I was really determined not to drop the ball, and I wanted to hold on to that for as long as possible without needing it, and I'm super proud of myself. This is my first ever individual immunity, and I'm super, super happy. It's a good outcome.
Trinica, there's no point in hiding the elephant in the room. You are the final person standing in the way of this 6 making it to the end.
I think I'm like lying down in the way.
So just tell me, where are you at this point in the game? Because the last few tribal councils, you've made your thoughts pretty clear.
I think I have nothing to hide at this point. There's no point in like beating around the bush. I've told everyone what my pitch is. I think it makes a lot of sense. They're all, you know, it's fun to watch them scramble around like little ants for the first time. But you know, I have no reason to hide anything. So I'm voting Hannah tonight. I appreciate the person who has agreed to work with me and, you know, make something happen. And that's my plan for tonight. Whoever else wants to join in, join in. Otherwise, continue playing your safe game.
Hannah,
Yeah.
a little bit of a almost cannonball right in your direction from Trinica there. What is your response to hearing that?
I absolutely respect it, and I'm going to keep faith in the people I give my word to. And if it's not, then awesome blindside and good game, and I respect it. But I don't think that it's a good game move, because I think that, I know you keep saying you haven't played a good game, but I think, or you don't have moves to your name, but I think just the fact that you have lasted this long is amazing and shown such class and such fight the entire time, that I think if you make it to the end, you do deserve to win the game, and or would be one of the people that would deserve it. And so I think it would be not ideal for any of us to sit next to you.
Lasting this long because I'm the lesser of 6 evils is not the best accomplishment, but
I don't think that's the only reason. I think there's a lot of amazing reasons for that, but that's just my opinion. And if you end up in the final 3 and I'm in the jury, then I'll absolutely consider voting for you.
Jeremy, I want to touch on something that was talked about last tribal, even just now from Hannah. I hear this word a lot, who deserves to win, or who would be a deserving winner. Now, deserving is a very subjective term. That can mean something different for each people. So to you, what makes someone deserving of being in the end?
I think if you make it to the final three, you deserve to be there. Someone that deserves to win, I think it's someone who can explain their game really well at the end, let the jury know what their path was to get there, what moves they made, and every jury is different. Some vote emotionally, some vote on strategy or competitions. So you just got to read the jury, do your best, explain your game, and hopefully it's enough to win.
Charlie, what do you hope the jury will base their vote on at the end of the game?
I hope the jury bases their vote on who played the best game, and I understand emotions come into play. And if I didn't play the best game in the jury's eyes, then I don't deserve to win. And I think the jury does pick the right winner every time.
Kiri, as Trinica said, lesser six evils, implying, 6 people this alliance was going against. It's a lot different to go against an alliance of multiple people than an alliance of one. So, is Trinica just being by herself as much of a threat as it was when she was a part of an alliance?
I don't understand the question.
Trinica is all by herself, so does she pose the same threat as she did when she was a part of an alliance?
I mean, I guess no, because this is a game of numbers. As Trinica says, it's math, I think she poses a significant threat because she's a good player and she's social and she's likable. But does she pose as much of a threat as when she had numbers to back her up and have the numbers to make moves? I mean, obviously not. I mean, none of us would if we were on our own.
Okay, Maddie. Let's say Trinica does leave at this tribal. We go back to the 6, and the 6 has to face the music at the next round. So do you think the person on the bottom of the 6 knows it's them? Because somebody in this group is being lied to.
I would probably say no, they don't know they're at the bottom. That would be my prediction, just based off of everything I've heard earlier today.
Okay. Sandra, what about you? Do you think the person on the bottom of the 6 has any clue it's them?
No, I do not. I honestly don't have anyone on the bottom of the 6 that I'm even. It's like. I don't think any, because we've been so strong together and really stayed loyal, and we all talk to each other and we all go off on one-on-ones, and I can't tell who is aligned with who. I have a few, but to get to 5, I would have no idea who's on the bottom. It could be me, for all I know.
That doesn't feel like a good position to be in right
No,
now.
it
To not
doesn't.
know who in your alliance is working with the other. Kind of seems like a good time to make a move.
Trinica, this has been a theme with you at the last 2 tribal councils, is that you are not quitting. You are constantly stating your opinion and trying to get these people to see at least where you're coming from. Does that just speak to how you've played this game, that no matter what, you will not surrender?
I think I've been pretty quiet, and I've had to follow along on a lot of votes in this game. I have no power left, so all I can do is try to get these people to see reason. It is more difficult than anything else I've done in my life, but I hope tonight we'll see a change.
Joran, on some degree, you have to respect her efforts. No matter what, she's still trying to play the game.
I respect it so much. You should never give up. You should always give it your all. Even with your feet out the door, you gotta do anything that you can, last minute effort. And I think the 6 should stay strong. I think that there's nobody necessarily at the bottom. Honestly, I truly don't feel that. I feel like it's just gonna be an equal battle, and you guys are gonna enjoy it the next round.
Someone is always at the bottom.
Well, let's see what happens at this vote. Let's see if the 6 sticks together once again, or if something else is at play that hasn't been mentioned. With that, it's time to vote. Now I'll ask if anybody has anything else they'd like to say or get off their chest. This could be your last chance you have to do so. Well, glad I asked that. Okay. Anybody else? We're still talking, sorry. I'll let you know.
I know.
Nice
right?
job.
I know you're enjoying it. I don't blame you.
Finally, you guys are doing something.
Never been approached by multiple people at trying.
All right. Looks like we're good. Last call. All right. We're going to shut this down now. We're going to get to the vote. Kiri, you're up.
Ooh, switching the order. Zigzagging.
Just check.
All right. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. Now, that's if anybody has a hidden immunity idol or an advantage and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so.
Just kidding, I'm not playing my idol. But
All right. Kiri has played a shot in the dark, so if there are any votes for Kiri, they will count. Let's see. Kiri, you are safe. So if there are any votes for Kiri, they will not count.
okay.
I don't think that helps at all.
It's the last time to play it,
Yeah.
and anything can happen at any time. And you guys know I have the immunity idol. It has to be played at 6, so I figured this would have been the best shot.
Makes
So,
sense. Makes sense.
All right. So I will read the votes if nobody else has anything. All right. First vote. Sandra. Trinica. One vote Sandra, one vote Trinica. Trinica. It's 2 votes Trinica. Trinica. That's 3 votes Trinica, 1 vote Sandra. The next person voted out of surviving roof at the Decennium, next member of our jury. Trinica.
I'm so flattered that y'all were so scared of Trinica the triple threat.
triple threat.
Trinica. Tribe has spoken. It's time for you to go.
Where did I go?
That way.
All right, so you just got voted out of the game.
I did. Big shocker.
So what's your immediate reaction here?
It was very expected. I think the joy that I found in torturing those people a little bit and getting them to scramble and break off in groups and whisper and start to realize the different lines that are within their 6 is worth it. I was really hoping Maddie would not be a coward and would do something, or Kiri wouldn't be a coward and would do something. But in the end, it didn't work out. I didn't think it would anyway. I'm really excited to call my wife again for the 2nd time today, shower, eat, and also just hang out with the jury members because they're so much cooler than these people. I love these people, but I want to hang out with my friends who I've been with for a while.
All right. So who are you rooting for who's still left in the game?
I would have been rooting for Maddie, but he burned me. Hannah also burned me, though I understand because I said out loud that I was voting for her. So not her. Charlie's too emotional, so not him. German. He slept for 2 days. I'm still annoyed by how much he slept in our original camp while all of us were working. So not German. Kiri could have helped me today and didn't. So is anyone left? Oh, Sandra? Maybe Sandra.
What would you say? Oh my gosh, what would you say you've gained from this experience?
I have found a strength in myself that I truly did not know I had. I almost withdrew from the game because I didn't think I could do it. I have gone camping maybe twice in my adult life, always in a tent, only for one night. I've never had to be without food or water or, you know, any of the amenities that I'm used to. I haven't ever been away from my wife for longer than like 4 days. So, you know, not to mention just the physical exertion. I am not the most in shape. And I didn't know that I had the strength in me that I was able to pull out in these challenges. And although I only won one immunity challenge and it was like a gross eating contest, I'm really proud of putting up a fight. Nobody can say I didn't fight like hell, like tooth and nail to be here. So I'm super proud of that.
Any final thoughts?
No, I mean, God, I'm gonna hate this final 3, but listen, you know, whoever can present their game the best will get my vote, unless it's Hannah. I love you, Hannah, though. I'm sorry.